Il y en a beaucoup qui nous disent de changer nos habitudes de vie pour sauver la planète. Lui, il le fait et pas à peu près. Il n'y a pas d'auto, pas de carte de crédit, ni de compte de banque et il ne mange que ce qu'il fait pousser ou ce qu'il trouve sur son chemin. Nous sommes heureux de vous faire découvrir pour la première fois à la télé Rob Greenfield.
What a beautiful setting you have here.
It smells good.
Yeah, you smell good, Rob.
Yeah.
Il sent bon because I'm translating automatically. Because you don't take shower without rain water, hein?
For 1,000 days, yeah.
OK, pour 1000 jours, pendant 1000 jours, il n'a pas pris une vraie douche. Il a pris juste de l'eau de pluie. Wow!
Yep.
Rob, you had a back in science. You had your marketing company. You was like everybody go to like place like sac de plastic bag. You were shopping at Walmart. You said to me, and you had 2 cars, and you want to become a billionaire.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Yeah.
You lost at the casino?
I was actually doing all right. Basically what happened is in 2011, yeah, I was living a pretty typical life. I was very focused on financial wealth, material possessions, and that's how I saw success.
Yeah.
But what happened is I started to educate myself. I started to watch a lot of documentaries and read a lot of books, and I realized that the American dream was the world's nightmare. Basically, that all of my daily actions were causing destruction around the world, and I didn't want to live that life. I wanted to live in a way that was beneficial to the world around me, so I decided to basically radically transform my life.
But what happened, like 1 minute, you decide, okay, I stop everything. What make you do that big rebirth?
Well, yeah. A lot of people look at my life and they see the extreme things that I've done, which, you know, many of you have seen. And they don't see that there was a transition in between.
Okay, that was a progress.
It was progress. So
first thing, what did you do?
the first thing I did, you know, once I had educated myself, is I actually made a long list of changes that I wanted to make.
Okay.
So I had a list of 100 changes that I wanted to make, and then my goal was that each week I would just make one positive change.
Wow.
So the idea is that gave me time, and for 2 years, if I did a positive change, that meant after 2 years I would have made 100 changes. So it was about slowly but
So
fast.
first you say no more car, I will take the bicycle, and then you add some more steps.
Yeah, well, first I started small. You know, at the time, everything I was buying came in plastic, and I put into 2 plastic bags at the store. So a small step at the beginning was using a reusable bag. You know, I wasn't even doing that. And then I thought about, well, what about not going to the store where everything's in plastic in the first place? And then I went to the local farmer's market. And then I just started to park my car at home and just start to walk and start to ride my bike a little more. And first I biked 5 miles, then 10 miles, then 20 miles, and gradually saw that I could exist without a car and exist without these things.
And you were living in a little, very tiny micro house, very small, like 100 feet, like 3 meters square feet. I'm translating meters and feet and French and English.
Yeah,
and,
it's difficult.
look, we see your little house right now. You were living there, and you said you produce your own gas. Because you produce your gas.
We all produce a little of our own gas, but not that gas.
Okay, so you produce the gas with the compost.
Yes. So for me, yeah, the idea
Not
is...
a gas tent.
Yeah, it's called a biodigester. So you put your food waste into it, and then bacteria eat it, and just like we fart, bacteria fart, and you collect the bacteria farts, and then that's gas that you can cook with.
And you cook from the gas of the plants, and that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We can see also that you take shower with rain. You have the rain going in a big blue thing. We have the video of that. We see the rain, and then the rain is going on your head.
Yep.
But you know, like here we see you we see you in your shower, and this is the way you do a shower.
Except I'm not usually wearing clothes.
Yeah.
You're naked.
Yeah.
And you also make your own things to eat, like you eat. You did not do the grocery
This
for
looks
1
tasty.
year, huh? So you eat a lot of grass.
Yes. Less grass.
T'en veux-tu, hein?
Ah oui.
But yeah, for
So
peas.
you do not do any groceries. You just.
Yam.
But the most. You also build your own toilet. One for pee-pee, one for the poop.
Yep.
Yeah, we can see the toilet. You have 2 toilets.
Yeah, well, actually, mostly I peed on my banana trees, but
Okay.
I had the other toilet in case there were women that came over and they
Okay.
wanted a seat to sit on still.
Okay. And you said that instead of using toilet paper, you use plant.
Yeah, and I see you have this is my toilet paper plant right here. How special! You've greeted me
How
with
much
my
you
favorite
use?
plant.
Because it's very soft, huh?
Well,
This is your favorite toilet paper?
This is actually one of my. Not only is this my favorite toilet paper, but this is one of my favorite plants in the world. Actually,
Why? Why it's the
Because
favorite?
well, it's so soft.
Can
As
we
you know,
eat it?
No,
you're
you
not
just
supposed to
eat
eat it.
No?
You,
This is not for eat. This is for the toilet paper.
actually, you can make a tea out of it, so you're all right. But it's very medicinal, surprisingly.
And you can make up yourself out the mascara with it.
Yeah.
It is?
Oh, the mascara.
It's you multi-use that. And this, I find a bigger one.
Okay.
Because they said we went to a serre in Quebec, then they sell this for toilet paper.
Oh.
Là, you can see at the générique, au générique de la fin de l'émission, là,
Ouais.
il y a une serre and they sell that for toilet paper
Okay.
because it's a little bit bigger than.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
this.
it's bigger, but it's
Look,
not
if you
soft.
have a gastro with this, you may have problems. You're better with this.
Well, my leaves were like that. They were bigger. Because
Yeah.
this is a different. This is the same. It's in the Plecranthus genus.
Yeah.
But mine was a different variety. So the leaves were bigger and they were also a little tougher because these ones I can see, like, if I were to wipe with these, they break. But the one I grew is very tough and strong. So this isn't quite as good. It's still great, but it's not quite as good.
Thank you for the lesson. So tonight we will use that and we will economize a lot of it.
I will.
It's ecologic and you can, you don't throw it after, you compost.
You compost it,
You
yeah.
compost it, yeah.
Yep.
And it's fascinating me because you, all your life, and see, this is very serious, you don't have any more money, any bank account, all your life is it in this pack sack.
Correct. Yep.
Wow, so everything you own is in there.
So right now I live on this seat. We live
Okay,
together.
and you stay with us because you come back after the commercial pause.
All right.
And we continue with you, with Marilyn Jonca, and with le groupe le plus populaire de hip-hop in Québec, à la claire ensemble. They sing a song to show us comment on met du respect dans notre bac et une femme forte et un homme fort à notre concours de talent. À tout de suite, on revient avec Rob Greenfield. Thank you very much. Rob, you decided to have a vasectomy. Because for saving the planet?
I did that. I had a vasectomy when I was 25 because I personally decided that it wasn't my mission to have children. I felt like in order to dedicate myself fully to what I wanted to, which is having a positive impact on the world around me, I know if I was to have children, I would put my life into that. And so that's not where I decided to put my time and energy. So that was a big part of it.
And so, but you accept that people have some
Oh,
children?
yeah. I mean, I think,
It's now the planet is your baby.
yeah, I think that having a family and having a child is one of the most special things that you could possibly do. And I actually have an extreme amount of respect for it. So I never wanted to also not intentionally do that. I think that's something that, should be very intentional. So for me, another part of it is that I've seen a lot of negative situations from pharmaceutical birth control.
Okay.
So I decided that I'd rather be the one taking the birth control myself that had no
Instead the
negative.
woman.
Yeah,
Instead the
taking
woman.
pills that often are, really negative for hormones. So.
You stay with us, Rob, and à la Claire ensemble. After the pause, we will have Marilyn Jonca. She did déchetarisme. Like you do the dumping.
Dumpster diving.
Dumpster diving, ça veut dire on plonge dans les vidanges pour se nourrir. And Marilyn Jonca did that, and she may be a good girlfriend for you. We never know. Après la pause. Avec Marilyn Jonca. Marilyn may be a good girlfriend for you because...
No, it's vasectomized. It's okay, it's okay. I want children, Julie.
Ben, on n'est pas sûr que tu veux que tu te produises. Hein? Ben non, c'est une blague.
I have a gift for you, my friend.
Okay, what is it?
In the pause, I went to pelt some snow.
Because
Okay.
you have
So
to...
when it's gonna founder, we're gonna have a shower for you tonight.
Let's see.
Yes.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Because, Rob, it's not easy for us in Quebec to take shower with pluie, hein? The rain. We
Yeah.
don't have rain, we have snow.
Yeah.
So what you doing in Quebec to wash you?
I'm staying with a friend and I'm taking warm showers.
Okay, you have friend in Montreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, I went 1,000 days without showering, but eventually I wanted my warm showers back.
Yeah,
so.
because it stimulates a lot hein,
Yeah.
if you shower like this.
OK, Julie, c'est beau l'anglais, là.
So
C'est beau.
I do swim when I get a chance. Last month I was in Virginia and it was 40 degrees,
Oui.
5 degrees Celsius, and I
Oui.
still went swimming. So I try.
And in the cloud, it smells less.
Non, il dit qu'il était dans la mer. She does not speak English. Sorry, Rob.
I don't understand either.
You don't have any because a girlfriend. It's tough for you
Yeah.
to have a girlfriend, even if you are vasectomized and
Yeah.
she does not have to take pills. But it's a special lifestyle.
Yeah, it is. I mean, because I've really dedicated myself to what I'm doing, it definitely is challenging. It's also a lot of the times I'm traveling, so it's
Yeah.
challenging. I had a partner for 4 years, and we had a really wonderful time while we were together. But after a period of time, our paths split. I think she did want a family, and I didn't want
Okay.
to have kids. And my life is definitely kind of extreme. So usually there's partners, but they last for a little while, and we have a wonderful time, and then
they compost, and you have another one.
they're all alive. All my girlfriends are still alive.
You're very cute. I'm
you.
sure the girl like you, Rob. And Rob, you said you're a little bit extreme. We will show, Marilyn will explain it in French, the dumpster
Diving.
diving. We can see it now. You really eat in the dump.
Yeah. Dumpsters.
And you do the groceries.
Get the groceries out of the dumpsters.
And you really take your market there.
Yeah, I've eaten out of maybe 1,000 dumpsters across the United States, grocery
yeah?
store dumpsters.
And we can find a lot of things in there.
Yeah, if we had time, I'd take you out on a dumpster date.
No,
And you know, Marilyn-
don't go.
Marilyn, toi, comment a été ta semaine?
Ben,
T'as été inspirée par...
en fait, ce matin, j'allais super bien jusqu'à temps que Julie m'appelle et m'oblige à aller dans les poubelles. Aujourd'hui, à moins 25. C'était plaisant, les poubelles de restaurant. Puis, je suis pas allée au toqué. OK? Je sais pas comment vous dire ça. Je me suis coupée sur du métal. J'ai mangé du poulet cru. Ça va me prendre 6 semaines de congé. Merci.
Et c'est important de dire à Marilyn que ce n'est pas arrangé. là. J'ai dit, là, je veux que tu fasses la vraie affaire. Si tu trouves rien, il n'y a rien.
Ouais.
Et tu as trouvé?
Écoute, je suis plus de type 5 à 7 terrasse l'été avec des anciens candidats d'occupation double. Là, j'avais les 2 pieds dans des carcasses de poulet cru. C'était super, c'était vraiment une belle expérience.
T'es allé où?
C'est la première fois d'ailleurs que je fouillais dans les poubelles à jeun. On va aller voir ce que ça donne.
T'es allé dans...
Aujourd'hui, mon amie, Julie Snyder, m'a obligée à venir fouiller dans les poubelles, hein, faire du dumpster diving. Alors, je suis présentement dans les ordures et je vous confirme que ça pue. J'ai des culs d'ananas! Jackpot! Si, mettons, je trouve 5$, je peux aller m'acheter un petit panini avec à la place. Ah, ici. Ah! Ah! Il y a du poulet! Tété sur l'os d'un inconnu, moi, ça, non. Voyons, Rob! Ouf, hein? Quand on dit qu'on mange avec les yeux, là. Hey, ça ne tentait pas, lui, d'avoir une passion pour les spas. Il y a de quoi se faire une belle César ici, là. Il y a des carottes, des oignons, des échalotes. Urk. Ah! Un piment. J'ai la piqûre bien raide. Fait que, en conclusion, écoutez, j'ai encore faim. Je pue, évidemment. J'ai un petit peu le cœur sur le bord des lèvres, mais ô combien heureuse. Je vais pouvoir vous faire un mijoter. Ça va me faire plaisir. À la maison, vous venez quand vous voulez. Hein? C'est curiosité pour tout le monde! So that's my panier, my friend, is for you. Maybe a slice of pizza. I think it's good, eh?
Non, mais c'est vraiment des choses qu'elle a vraiment, je vous jure que c'est pas arrangé. C'est vraiment, she really trouvé ça dans la poubelle. C'est
Ah,
incroyable.
man, il sait
Oh
pas
my
où je vais
God!
trouver
Et
ça.
puis, ça, c'est encore gelé, mais c'est bon pour faire de la purée. Je voudrais féliciter notre partenaire Métro parce qu'il a mis sur pied Récupartage, qui est une initiative contre le gaspillage alimentaire. Ça consiste à redonner les produits qui sont encore consommables à des magasins et plutôt que d'aller dans les poubelles, c'est très, très bon encore, et à des organismes locaux qui les redistribuent. Ça, c'est pour toi quand ça va être dégelé, when it will be defrost. And Rob, you do a lot of conference and all the money que Rob gagne, il le redistribue pour des organismes écologistes. Et vous avez donné une conférence au Collège Beaubois aujourd'hui.